Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Gotta get that.
And we're here down in Tug Valley High School, Mingo County. The only school that did not consolidate into Mingo Central High School. And I'm going to say a lot of it's got to do with the old Tug Valley pride, John. Very prideful school down here, and rich in athletic tradition, especially in basketball and stuff like that. But, we're going to see how they do in football this year. They got a new coach, only 23 years old, Tyler Hodge. And he's got a tall order like we were talking about last night in the GW game. And we're going to see how it works out here for him.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. 23 years old, Tony, thrown right into the realm. Spoke with him back in June, and he kind of acted like he wasn't going to actually pursue the head coaching job. But maybe the folks here, the administrators at the Tug Valley High School, felt like he was their go-to man. So from what we can gather from our Tug Valley insiders, he's been around the program for 4 or 5 years and probably knows the school just as well as anybody that you would bring in. So makes sense. We wish him the best as he starts his coaching career here tonight.
It's always good to see young guys such as 23. That's a pretty young guy to be already recognizing he's giving back to his community and stuff like that. I believe he's a Tug Valley alum. We have a dog on the field, so we're going to wait for that guy, Old Yeller, to get off the field over there in the corner. See in your screen there. Tug Valley is kicking off here. They're wearing the black with the silver and the white lettering. Kicking off over here to Sherman Tide, coming from Big Coal Country in the opposite, their little corner of Boone County. Wearing the maroon pants, gold lettering and trimming, and white uniforms there, white tops. And, John, last night was Thursday night football, but now it's Friday, so it's our first Friday night football game here on WVSN. Glad to have you here beside me, as always. And we're glad to have you guys listening, as always. Thank you again for tuning in here at WVSportsnet. As you see, the opening kickoff goes out of bounds at the 22. That'll be a legal procedure and a penalty, and Sherman Tide will get good starting field possession here on this one.
Yeah, we hope, Tony, is the season will kick off tonight for most high school teams around the state. Hope we get to see a little better game than what we did last night. It was one-sided. GW thumping the South Charleston Black Eagles. But both of these teams here, Tony, are long from GW and South Charleston. They're not every year contenders in the playoffs in AA, but maybe this is the year they turn the corner.
AA losing I'm sorry. I keep thinking Williamson and all them Birch were AA, but they were single A. I want to say some competition thinned out in the region. But from what I understand, Tug Valley actually benefited from that because they got some players to come over from other parts of Mingo Central. From Mingo County didn't want to go to the minors. Opening run there to number 32, Justin Clark. But no yards there.
And as you see, as we talked to Coach Elkins, he want to spread it out here a little bit. We'll see that right out of the gate.
Nice looking setup play there. Number one, their quarterback, Jeffrey Halstead. Trying to get it out to number 6, Braden Hara.
Brian Priest on the defense. Make it 3rd down 10.
3rd down and 10.
Ball in front of the 35-yard line.
Halstead dropping back again, throws it up in the air. He's got a man downfield. He catches him on stride. The 20, the 10, 5. Touchdown Tide. Austin Wilkinson with the 65-yard strike.
65 yards.
65-yard strike to, again, number 4, Austin Wilkinson. Wow, what a play. Actually, he was the first target on that first pass there, too, as well, now that I saw his number. So I'm guessing, again, that Wilkinson's going to be a favorite target for Halstead, and not a bad airstrike on that one. After watching a AAA game last night in Charleston, that was just as good as any pass I saw last night. So good job for Halstead.
Absolutely. He got behind the defense, Tony, as they Secondary kind of took a nap there. Kid streaking down the sideline. Halstead looked good as he was holding the ball in the pocket nice and high. He delivers the strike.
The point after is no good. So with 11:07 left to go in the first quarter.
So they missed the PAT there.
Your Tug Valley Panthers 0. The Sherman Tide 7. 6.
Well, that didn't take long, Tony.
Just like last night, huh? Well, let's see if Tug Valley can answer here. I'm not ready for another 61-0 game. It can't happen twice. If not, we're the jinxers here.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see that type of blowout here tonight, Tony. As both of these teams seem to be pretty competitive. When you get on the AA level, everything's kind of scaled down a little bit, and the horses run a little more closer together.
Tug's got some pretty big boys down there, including their wideout senior, number 5, Chucky White, 6'6", split out. So I'm kind of curious to see if they just try to do some throw-up passes to him, because Sherman ain't got nearly anybody on defense, as you see on your screen here. Maybe 81 on the one far side, maybe over 6 foot. Starter there, Alex Barlos.
Well, the thing about him, he's a senior, Tony. If you go back to the Chucky White, he'll be wearing number 5 for the Panthers. 6'6", senior. Normally when you got that kind of size, you're considered a tight end. Interesting to see how he runs.
And it's funny you say that because they have a 6'4" freshman that plays tight end, Anthony Baisden. So let's see if he gets in the game. He's a young buck, so we'll be curious here as the kickoff is going to be at the 40. The Tug Valley returned it to the 40 there, and they will take over for their first set of downs on the night on the offensive side. And they'll be led by Mikey Newsom, one of their star basketball players as well, big contributor in their regional team last year.
Yeah, I saw quite a few names on that roster, Tony, that some of these basketball fans, if they tune into us, they'll recognize from last year.
Mm-hmm. Starting again here at their own 40. Newsom handed off to number 40, Derek Blevins, and he scoots on out to the 50. A gain of 11.
Takes the head to the 51-yard line. Gain of 11. First down, Panthers. First and 10 for Tug Valley.
Well, if we told them at the top of the broadcast, Tug Valley would be wearing the black uniforms, Sherman Tide in the white maroon pants.
Here we go. Matt Barker going to get this handoff. He's going to squeeze up to the 44 of Sherman. A gain of about 5.
Yeah, that looked like kind of about the same play, Tony. A little trap real quick on the inside or to the left side. Pull the guard, seal, 6-yard gain.
You'll take 5 yards anytime.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see, number 5 here, Chucky White, in your near screen. They're going to go on the bubble screen out there to number 4, Hinkle, Braxton Hinkle, and he has a nice little 10-yard gain.
Mikey Newsom's pass was complete.
Yeah, there's them bubble screens again, Tony. You know, I'm against those, but that right there, it turned out to be a pretty good gain. This Sherman defense is on their heels. Going to step up here and try to make a play. It's back-to-back first downs by the Panthers.
If anything, you have a high completion percentage. That's one way of looking at it. Newsom dropping back, throws it up. He's got his big man down the field. No good. Chucky White there going for that pylon corner there. Had the right idea to throw it up to him, as you can see out there. He's got a mismatch with size. And there ain't going to be too many guys in Double A that are going to match up with 6'6" on the wideout.
No, there's not. That kind of gives you the New York Jets type feel with Sanchez and Plaxico Burris. You got somebody tall around in the red zone. You can toss it up. Maybe he can go up and make a play.
Yeah, to send him to the corner, you know. And if anything else at that size, he can swat up and knock the ball away as well. And here we go. Hands it off to Hinkle. He's going to go out around the right corner. Truck sticks over. Sherman defender. Very nice of delivering the blow. Not many running backs are capable of doing that, but Hinkle just did that right there. So now he has one. I'm going to give him 7 yards on that one.
The 26-yard line. Gain of 7. 3rd and 3.
Now back under center is Newsom, running into power I, split right. And they're going to keep it right up the gut. Newsom running up to the 19-yard line. Give him a 7-yard gain there.
Takes the head.
Yeah, they look good. Got the push up the middle. You know, the Tug Valley offensive line won the battle.
There we go. Another keeper up the gut there. Wow, he got another 8 yards on that one.
Yep.
Takes the head to the Tide 11-yard line.
Panthers are driving here, Tony. They don't have the quick strike that the Tide did. They've put them a drive here together.
Ball on the 11-yard line.
There we go. Hand off to Hinkle on the left side, and he'll get enough for another Tug Valley first down. And like you said, John, and not the quick strike, but they are wearing out the Sherman Tide defensive front right now and just working their way down the field at will.
Absolutely.
As he gets about a 6-7 yard gain there.
Yeah.
First and goal. Ball on the 4-yard line.
Here we go, under center, hands it over to number 40, Matt Barker. He's going to get in for the score from 4 out.
Matt Barker on the run. Touchdown, Tug Valley.
That was a good stick there, too, by Austin Wilkinson, the 5'5 senior from the Sherman Tide. He come up, lowered his shoulders, Tony, but, you know, going up against Mr. Barker there, he just didn't have enough hind end, as my father would say.
He's a wise man from what I hear. Chucky White he puts a boot into that one. The 6'6" got all of his leg into that, just the PAT. That would have been good from about 35.
Yeah, it was. It's just as good as them GW kickers we saw over there last night.
Sherman time, 6.
And now with that made PAT, that is a 7-6 lead now for Tug Valley.
Well, you got to think, you know, going back to Coach Hodge being, 23 years old, he can relate very easily to a lot of these players, Tony, and, sometimes that's good and sometimes that's bad, but, at the high school level, I feel like if a player can kind of turn to a coach, it might make or break that athlete's career. And when I say that is, I know a lot of great athletes that wouldn't go out for sports as freshmen and, evolved as they become seniors. And they would have made tremendous athletes. And they even admitted that, later on, as you get older and you get into college, you say, man, I wish I'd have played this or I'd have played that. You have a coach like Hodge that's a young guy. He had the music cranking before the game, living the dream,
I was hyped up. I mean, they had a good rock selection there. But that was an 8-play, 60-yard drive that took about 3 minutes, a total of 3 minutes there. So a nice, quick drive there for Tug Valley. And here we have number 4 on the return for Sherman, Austin Wilkinson, getting it back out to the 31, for Sherman Tide starting out here.
Takes the head to the 30-yard line.
Pretty good hang time on the kick there, too, Tony, as he returned that from about the 7.
Yeah, nice coverage there by Tug Valley, getting down there and getting on him. And, in high school, 31's pretty good starting position if you're on the defensive side.
Yeah, absolutely. Because normally some schools struggle to find a kicker, so, if they can get it 10 or 20 yards down the field, it's a win.
Now we're going back into the shotgun formation with Halstead. He gets the ball. He's going to go out our bubble screen, but no good.
I'll tell you, the Tide got away with one there. The Halstead's got to look out when he's had his trip receivers there out to the left. There was still movement on the line. The head official looked to the side judge to make sure that, he thought he was going to throw the flag. So I don't think they'll get away with that again. The receiver's got to be set. Halstead's got to give a better look.
Yeah, he's had plenty of time here. I'm kind of surprised to see a screen call right there.
Yep.
He's had 2 very good looks down the field in that last drive, but we'll see he knows what he's doing. This ain't his first season. There's some kind of strategy. Maybe trying to get that defensive secondary to sneak up, but as of right there, as you saw, number 50 getting the sack for Tug Valley, Ace Maynard. Ace in the hole.
Pretty good nickname, Tony. You probably like it, wouldn't he?
I like the Ace in the hole.
I mean, he would like it.
Yeah, I would like it if I had that nickname, I tell you that. And brings up a 3rd and about 9. And here we go, Halstead dropping back, throwing it up in the air, and it's going to be no good. Pass there to number 10 was the attempt. Aaron Lowe trying to go for it.
10 for number 10, Aaron Lowe.
That was a dangerous pass by Halstead. Just kind of threw it up in the middle of the defense. Luckily, looked like the Panthers were in man coverage, and they didn't have anybody floating back in the zone, or that could have been going the other way.
Yeah, that was real close. He threw it in a double coverage there, like you said.
Back deep to punt for Sherman. Back to receive, number 4, Braxton Hinkle, and number 9, Ryan Priest.
And a botched snap, and they get it up. Looked like it ran into the kicker there, but there no call. Very interesting. He definitely ran into the leg of the kicker. The guy in the white hat, the head official, said, "No, sir." And looks like we had a collision there on that return, too, number 4.
Yeah, Braxton Hinkle and Ryan Priest back to return the kick for the Panthers. No communication. Running into each other. You see it a lot in like baseball. Nobody calls for it. Both players going hard, trying to win for their team. Take each other out. But no injuries, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, nothing wrong with the little effort there, but still. Here we go, second go around for Tug Valley. Newsom to number 33, Derek Blevins.
Derek Blevins on the carry.
And he gets a gain of loss of a yard there. We say no gain.
It's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line.
And here we go. Newsom going back under center. Going to take the snap from number 60, Thomas Baisden. And Newsom takes the snap. Empty backfield. Bubble screen out to number 4. He's going to cut back around. Had a couple blocks. He's going to go. Makes another couple more people miss. Fights his way up to the 48. He earned every single one of them 3 yards.
Yeah, the sad part is he ran about 20 laterally. You know, it's the old Barry Sanders philosophy. Let me run around long enough just to get you tired, and then I'll run past you.
That's one stat a lot of people don't know about Barry Sanders. He had more rushes for negative yards than any other running back in the history of the NFL.
Yeah.
But look how many he broke open. But
Yep.
I mean, everybody's got their own style.
Feast or famine.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Newsom, they got him on the runaround, but regains time and throws the ball up and finds Braxton Hinkle, breaks it up to about the extra effort to 25. Boy, I tell you what, Tug Valley fights.
Yeah, that was good there by Newsom to hang in the pocket, got flushed. Didn't really phase him. He kind of just run around about 10 yards deeper. Luckily, his receiver stuck with him. Come back, get the ball. Good play.
The 48 there to the 26. So a gain of 22 there on that pass. 2 straight completions. The number 4, Braxton Hinkle. And he's got 3 receptions here on the night for 36 yards. So about 12 yards of reception there for Braxton Hinkle. And we have a timeout on the field by Tug Valley, their first here of the quarter.
Hey, this Panther team, as they come to the sideline and huddle around their coach, not the biggest team you're going to see this year on the gridiron. They don't look like they pack very much weight out there as far as the offensive line and stuff. But that's not necessarily what it takes to win ball games. I'm just making just an observation.
Observation well said. And we're going to take a quick break here and go to a commercial from our sponsor here of West Virginia Sportsnet. So keep it locked in here on wvsportsnet.com.
Your sports voice of the Valley.